Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one. And today we're going to be reacting to Freezer Food from Rob Sonic. This is suggested by Tea Time. So thank you, Tea Time, for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. However, I do have to admit, we will be having some changes coming to the channel soon in terms of the form of content we produce mainly. So be on the lookout for an announcement video coming up at some point in the near future. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what Freezer Food is all about, and let's see what Rob Sonic got to say. Let's get it.
Using medicine and using pills to alleviate their sufferings and their pains and their ill. Using medicine and using pills to alleviate their sufferings and their pains and their ill.
Bobby bomb drums rumble for the
Okay, real wacky beginning, man. Got that like muffled sample. I really like that. Like, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna call it an evolving synth. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-ba-da-ba-dum, da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Really nice sound coming in. I like that. A lot of fun, like, vocals coming in at the start here. Let's get into the verse, though.
Their pains and their ill.
Bobby bomb drums rumble for they pick you up. Adam Jangles bangle to the back of every city bus. Has a county Duke Rivera with sterling shoes and filthy tusk. The cat at Coney Island only diving in the Dixie cup. Slow your roll.
I like that. The cat of Coney Island. That's a nice little one-liner there. Nice flow. Cool feel to it. Let's see where it takes us.
Tusk the cat at Coney Island, only diving in the Dixie cup. Slow your roll. Precious put the basket up, the little tykes are tearing out. The air apparent cash for club. Bang the 808, flash the fang and pass the blood. It ain't about you, pokey. Put your left foot in, pull back the nub. Follows more with urgency, the perfect end of the
Yeah, really nice feel. Love the instrumental. Nice mix. Rob's voice is a little bit closer to the actual instruments of the instrumental than I typically prefer, but he is still coming through quite clear. Feels like there's a little bit of reverb, just giving a little bit of extra flavor. The drums got a great sound to them. Kind of like they're like bordering on boom bappy. They're not like super harsh, but they are kind of like up front and in your face just a little bit.
urgency, the perfect end of the perfect day. Scotch tape your peepers close, eat below, don't work that way. Daily wage, mark it up, our largest cup of bourbon's face. Sold the wound in the vaulted room in an altar where the murder's made. Bleeding hard, mark, wanna cut the line I'm standing in. Lead foot flooring with no mind of what a standard is. Barrel roll, I carpet out, our largest mounted mannequin. Go for broke in the open joke and I hope a fucking tenor twins it happens.
Oh, that like that's cool. There's a lot of like ebb and flow to his flow, to, to say the least. The way he it's very unique the way he's doing it, but it's part of something that I've talked about that pretty much every great rapper does. Del the Funky Homo Sapien does it. Aesop Rock does it. I'm sure Doom did it. You know, a bunch of different artists, but stretching and compressing, allowing certain vowels to ring out, lengthening the word, taking other vowels, compressing them, making them small, kind of shrinking the word, and it really allows him to manipulate the space and the time of his delivery. Really, really well done. Especially when you get to the like ba ba da da ba 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 ba, like sometimes those flows are really hard to get to line up, and he's just it's locked.
Can go for broke in the open joke and I hope a fucking tenor twins it happens. Your passion is fastened to a plastic tray. You don't hit the ceiling from the feeling of the acetate. Door gets closed, so you roll in a point of captain's cake. Get a new damn chin to fuck you with him, and I know what the exact to pay the match it's made in hand.
Feels like we might be getting a little layering on the punches. Nice feel to that. And shoot, I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, he's cycling through different tonalities in his voice. We're getting kind of like higher with the upper palate in the slightly like faster places. When he slows down, it comes down a little bit more into his throat, a little bit looser of a jaw, maybe even. Really, really nice changes, you know, adding that slight shift in the dynamic range beyond just like the volume and the speed, but to the actual tone and inflection.
him, and I know what the exact debate. A match that's made in hell. Bell high patent, sunken gaze, lunch dragging, bragging about his racket, ballin' funnel cake, touching class, touching slacks, tugging back and stunner shade. Body 505, famous, same as stainless tungsten blade. One part iron, two part rocky road with knobby nose tires, one part Lisa Beacon, all part riot, a half-ton bomb on an all-carb diet. Fires don't burn, but
And then feels like this might be the hook or some type of like bridge build up section. The layering on the vocals definitely increased. We're getting a fun synth just very much in the background, right at the top, and it almost disappears underneath that ba-da-da-da, but it's a much more like percussive, like the impulse is much shorter. Da-da-da-da. Just kind of like bouncing around. See if you can hear it, because it's hidden in there, let me tell you.
bomb on an all-carb diet. Fires don't burn, but we sure do from me to you. A little gasoline tapestry with a magic bean in the evening news. Easy chair, we can spare what it means and wear what the preachers do. Ice, baby, like the Legionnaires in freezer food.
That's funny. Ice baby to freezer food. And I think I might have accidentally paused this right on like the last bar of that segment. Let's bring it back just a second so we can really feel that power come all the way through.
Easy chair, we can spare what it means and wear what the preachers do. Ice, baby, like the Legionnaires in freezer food. No, I don't think I fit and don't belong in this place. Them movies with them uniforms, they talk differently. It's risky sitting pious, quiet, auctioned away. When the bench is broad, sentence rolls have all been erased. A brand new day.
That was really cool. I love that. Having that tiny little break with kind of gave me like a Morse code type of vibe. Just like right off the rip. Come back in again, still heavy layering on the vocal. Feels like we're definitely getting some panning within those layers. Makes sense. Great way to use it. It still remains feeling centered, but you can feel it kind of come around you. And then it looks like we're getting back into a more like standard feeling that the verse brought us in on. Probably, you know, call that a hook, call it a bridge, call it whatever you want. Now we're getting back to the verse, it seems.
When the bench is broad, sentence rolls have all been erased. A brand new day has been shipped in on the way down. Buck, 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 get my children off the playground. Hey now, handkerchief, bunker calling AWACS. Unfortunate under the porch again with the porky pigs and stray cats. On our way, running fast, crashed into the Krispy Kreme. Get the money, but somebody must have missed me. Kiss me, wish me love, make sure my hair was...
That's cool, the way he stretched Krispy Kreme. Somebody must have missed me. And then it's cool the way like you can take a phrase like that generally you're used to having it, like Krispy Kreme is almost like one word at a certain point, right? But then you say Krispy Kreme and then it allows you to switch to bump in that missed me as a rhyme for crispy without also kind of like implying that cream is going to have a match as well. You don't need to like resolve the rhyme of cream, really.
Me, wish me love, make sure my hair was tidy. When I wasn't this, made the judgment quick and then changed them locks behind me. Karma at its best while the rest of us were speaking. Box closed through the darkness, so when the former soul was sleeping. We burger rang and rung with slang that brung the planet. Took one last look, took a pad of book and then took that shit for granted. Handed over slow like, let me know when fun's here. No blame will be placed, no games run without the frontiers. Capture flag for burning, a whole platoon's cabana. Kids in charge with a kiss collage and the pistols arm in hand. And it was weak till he sneaked into the...
Yeah, it's I really love this track, man. This is this really showcases, I think, Rob's skill in a great light, because it's not super often that we get like the da, 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 like the crazy speed up flows mixed in with those slower flows. And we're really, like I said, we're getting a wide range of what he's capable of here. We can see the agility. We can see the very like plotting, intentional placement in the slower flows. Like the way it mixes in with the instrumental is crazy. I know I said his voice was a little quiet for me at the beginning, you know, 50-50, right? Like I feel like maybe it could come up a little bit more, but at the same time, it really works well with the feeling of the track. It is completely clear. There's no like masking or anything going on. Masking is what you call it when like two sounds kind of, you know, they kind of like detract from each other essentially. I can't think of the right word, but you know, imagine you have like a keyboard playing and then a guitarist playing, and then the guitar when it comes in just completely covers the keyboard and you can't hear the keyboard anymore. That's essentially what masking is. In a quick 2-second explanation. But regardless, really, really just nice feel, a lot of range on this track. The instrumental stays fairly constant, but it's got enough evolution that it remains interesting. And I love this artwork, by the way. Alice in the I'm gonna say in the Thunderdome, but it looks like Alice in Thunderdome, which could be like Alice in Chains, Alice, who knows? Alice in the Looking Glass. Regardless, let's keep this rolling, man.
The cold room, rummage through the pockets of the darkness, dose the toadstool. What he stole, he brushed them all, but he clutched his jaw, fixed it. That place keeps, you can save the meat because I inherit this, bitch.
Oh! Hold up, we gotta bring that back for just a second because I have not noticed that bass line in the slightest.
He stole it, he brushed them all, but he clutched his jaw, fixed it. That place keeps, you can save the meat because I inherit.
Yeah, that bass line, the way it kind of lines up with the kick, it kind of hid from me the whole track. Then once I heard it bare, going back, it's like, oh, that's exactly where it is. That a lot of layers going on here, man. A lot of really interesting synth work going on with this for sure. And then that kind of like trail off at the end to slow it down, just let that impact hit. I feel like that's almost like one of the signatures of like underground rap is like that slow down at the end, letting the words really impact, allowing them to like dissipate in a way that you can actually perceive. Just really, really cool stuff here.
This, bitch.
Yeah, wow. Wow, yeah, the freeze. We got the delay, we got the reverb on there. Really, really beautiful, man. And yeah, I think I was complaining for no reason about the mix. You know, sometimes you get into a track, your ears getting used to it. You got to figure it out for a second. Then you get acclimated and you realize what's really going on. You know, and maybe that's a lesson for y'all at home. You know, don't be afraid to have the audacity to speak your mind, even if you're not sure you're right just yet. Because sometimes you just got a feeling, and that's all right, man. We all got opinions. Everybody got a butthole. You know, everybody want to show it. Nobody wants to see it, and that's the problem. That's why we as a society are failing, because nobody wants to see each other's buttholes anymore. All right, well, this video really got off the rails, but that was Freezer Food from Rob Sonic. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly did. It's a very interesting track. There's a lot of cool little bits and pieces in there, a lot of nooks and crannies I'm sure I'll be able to dig into on my own time. But keep the suggestions coming in the comments down below. Like I said, there is a change coming, so I hope you guys are going to be cool with it. I'm very excited for it, but it's definitely something that I am figuring out the details of as we go. So regardless, much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell, and I'll see you all next time.